Right, let's see if we can have a chat with Thomas Hickey without starting off Charles Lee. It looks like we can. Groovy. What the way? Really? Whoa, okay.
Any news?
Whispers of things. Nothing solid at the moment. I know you're looking for word of anything out of the ordinary. Dealing with temples and spirits and ancient times and whatnot. But, so far, can't say my boys have heard much.
No trinkets or artifacts being moved through your... shadow market?
Nothing new. Couple of ill-gotten weapons, some jewelry likely lifted from a living thing. But you said to listen for talk of glows and ums and strange sights, right? And I ain't heard nothing about that.
Keep at it.
Oh, I will. You done me a great service, mister. And I fully intend to repay my debt. Thricefold, if it pleases.
Thank you, Thomas.
Place to sleep and meal to eat is thanks enough. Don't you worry. I'll get you sorted soon.
And still more to talk about. Okay.
When I know something, you'll know something.
And almost last but not least.
Got no office to give at current. When I do, you'll be the first to hear it.
And we're done with Thomas Hickey. Fun though he is. Right. Next on the list. Funny.
Evening, gentlemen.
Charming.
Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Daddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Churchwill. He's a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
I really do like Thomas Hickey. He's just, whoa, we got people to talk to.
Do you like it here, Charles?
There's a certain charm to Boston, I suppose. To all of the colonies, really. Granted, their cities have none of London's sophistication or splendor, but the people are earnest and hardworking. They've a pioneer spirit I find compelling.
It's quite something, really, watching a place that's finally found its feet.
Has it, though? The French still wage war from up north, and I fear the Spanish have designs upon this place as well. Is this a new world, or just another battlefield?
Ah, that's a story old as time itself, and one that's not like to change. We're cruel and desperate creatures, set in our conquering ways. The Saxons and the Franks, the Ottomans and Safavids. I could go on for hours. The whole of human history is but a series of conflicts and subjugations. A desire for more and more and more.
I pray one day we rise above it.
Whilst you pray, I'll act. We'll see who finds success first, hmm?
It was an expression.
Aye, and a dangerous one. Words have power. Wield them wisely.
Very true.
I've some work I should finish. Let us speak later. Sorry, sir, I'm a bit busy at the moment.
Sorry, I'm just making sure that there is nothing more for them to talk
This
about.
business with Silas confuses me. If Britain stands any chance of pushing back the French, they must ally with the natives, not enslave them.
Silas is loyal only to his purse. That his actions harm the crown is irrelevant. So long as there are buyers for his product, he'll continue to procure it.
All the more reason to stop him, then.
My days are spent in Congress with the locals, attempting to convince them that we're the ones they should trust. That the French are merely using them as tools, to be abandoned once they've won.
Your words must lose their strength when held against the reality of Silas' actions.
I've tried to explain that he does not represent us. But he wears the red coat. He commands a fort. I must appear to them either a liar or a fool. Likely both.
Take heart, brother. When we deliver them his head, they'll know your words were true.
It's a little bit ahead, but it was a conversation to be had. So, that's cool. Right, see if we can find where we're going.
Wonderful. Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
You find him. Come. I'll show you how.
Okay.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
Okay, go over there.
Were you trod upon by some reckless lout's horse? Let the firm of Blake and Heath pursue your legal satisfaction.
Scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon. Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
Dookie. Yes, Dookie. Ah, properly free at last. Let's have a look and see how we... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely quicker. Wow. Yeah. There is an improvement between this game and the last one, so... And it's whoa. I finished playing Revelations, I'd say about 2 days ago. The difference is stark. Wow. Okay. I do have to say that the one thing I'm not too keen on is that health bar. I prefer the synchronization bar, which could decrease and whatnot, but there is no need for health packs in this game. That regenerates up, which is a bit of a shame. But definitely climbs more easily. Oh, synchronizes on the circle. Oh, it's not on the L3.
Time to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Whee!
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying!
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
That developers watching.
Oh, we have to. Oh. That's awesome.
You! Get up there!
Yeah, that's a roving group of guards there and there, but we have watch health bar goes up. You don't even need to press the R1 button, to be honest. What you do to get a running jump if you need to, once that's done, you're done. Well, we've got to do those two. It's not a choice, we have to. Synchronize. Right, now jump off onto that.
But one way or another, the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat.
Good call, that.
There you go.
me away. Insisted it was all under control.
How odd. Did they say what had happened?
No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on.
Where were they taking him?
Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
Here comes Mr. Lee.
Indeed. I relinquished the tools of my trade to play the
See,
violin.
Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was. Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way. Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Presentation of the latest sacred choral works from several Vienna-based composers at St. Paul's this coming Saturday.
Right, go for that post, then on to that roof. That should do us. There we go. Do we have any roving guards? Doesn't look like.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Back on the roof. Damn it. Reload. Last checkpoint. I'm not failing one memory. It's the crowd that causes the problem, which means we switch. To that dude. Come on, move away. Ooh, that's a lot better.
That's enough for me. I'm gone. Bloody bullshit. They're playing tricks to make you bleed.
Here we go. Much, much easier than going the way I went.
Here we are then.
Thank you, reload last checkpoint. Oh, such a useful feature.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgery. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas, do you hear me? I'll have your head!
No. I rather think you won't.
You'll be lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen. Hold still a minute. I got to decide where to start.
Commoner's dirt, Cutter.
And
Nice and quiet.
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
I wouldn't exactly say that was easy, but it's easier than I expected. I think going in there will start off the next mission. Yeah, making friends is easy. I don't want to chase the almanac page, but I'm going to have to eventually. Oh, dogs, give over. Hector and Terence, the horse. Heads. Right, what time are we on? 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to hold here, because that was a fairly involved mission. I'm hoping not to have to use the memory replay or reload last checkpoint, but there are some occasions where you kind of have to if you're going for 100%, and this is the problem I was going on about before. The map is black with white highlights rather than being the other way around, but the big issue is that the background moves around about as much as the map does, so it's really tricky to kind of spot things. Now, what I was saying, oh dogs, really? was to use, if I have access to the options. Oh, yeah, there we go. General. Recce game brightness. And we go to the map. All of a sudden it changes and actually becomes legible. It almost inverts the map rather than be dark on a white background, dark on dark background. It becomes a dark on a light background, which makes it much easier to use. And for that fact, that's the problem. You imagine having to play most of the game looking like this to clear out the map? It's horrible. But it kind of is what you need to do, and that is stupid bright. Let's have a look at that. There we go. That's what I mentioned by, well, I'm not entirely sure if I did mention it, but this game suffers for having perhaps the worst map of the entire series. Revelations was okay, but just about viewable. One was, you never really used to use the map much, really. 2, you kind of had to use the map, but it was nice and easy to see. Brotherhood's map was identical. White background, black accents, and everything was visible. Not a problem. This one, dreadful. And on that note, and it's the only bad thing about the game. Only bad thing. Right, so we'll stop here, and when I get back, we'll be cracking on with the next mission. So, yeah, catch you in a bit. Bye.